Hey guys, my name is Raven Phoenix and welcome to the Structure of Man, Learn to Draw the Human Figure from your Mind Training course. Okay, so in the previous lesson we had looked at the first incarnation, the invention of the muscle that we had put on the side. So this is really known to us as the first muscle. So now what we're going to do is start to create invent another muscle, and this is going to be coming on the area of the jawbone, right? So really the function of this muscle is going to be able to open and close the jaw. So the way this muscle is going to work is that it's going to be connecting really from here, from the side, to where this, let's say this eye socket is here, and it's going to go about here, right? So here we're just going to conceptually put this idea down first, and then where it ends is going to be basically the half of this, right? And it's going to end right about here, right? So this muscle here is going to be basically attached to all this area here for the jaw. So here I'm just going to now erase all this stuff over here for the part of the jaw and start to add this muscle. So basically it's just connected with fibers to the bottom area of the cheek over here. So here we're just going to start to pull these muscles out like this. Right, so remember to do these kind of light because we're going to be erasing over here. So what happens here is that when this muscle comes down here, you're going to get a little bit of a bulk area over here, and then you're going to start to render this like this over here, and it's just going to go like this, right? So here I'm just going to end it like this over here, right? So this helps us to begin to understand how this muscle, especially this muscle in this area, is going to affect surface anatomy, right? The rest of this part is going to affect surface anatomy, and this part here and a gland over here that we're going to talk about is going to affect surface anatomy, right? Everything else in the muscle system is not going to really affect surface anatomy. In the eyes it would, right? But over here basically what happens is that the skin and the fat tissue are just going to take over, right? So the understanding of the muscle structure is going to be much more different than understanding the muscles of the whole the rest of the human figure, because those are big muscles. These are very tiny muscles. So obviously over here, where this is just going to, we know, going to connect like this about here, right? And then over here from the side is just going to be connecting like this, right? And then over here you're going to get a much more softer area over here. So here we're just going to add that muscle over here on the 3/4 view. So we know it's just basic. Notice where this is, and where I connected this, really where the eye is over here. Right, so here it's going to connect over here, and then just go down like this. Right, so we can make all these fibers just come down. Again, keep all this stuff light. So we'll be erasing this stuff in a bit. Okay, so I got this down, so obviously it's on the other side. We can't really see that muscle. So what happens here in the front is that this muscle, really, if you look at this, where this is on the side, it's just going to be coming here, and then here you have to make an assumption that, okay, it's going to come about here, then I'm going to get it a little bit of a thickness, and it's just going to be going down, right? But look where this is, it's like almost halfway over here, right? So if it's halfway over there, basically you're not going to worry about it, you're just going to put the whole thing down like this, right? So here I'm going to just erase this stuff here first, just to get this conceptually understood, and say that this muscle is literally just coming down like this, and it's going to go like this over here. So it's going to just connect all the way over here like this. So over here it'll be the same thing. We just need to look at, okay, I understand where this is going. This needs to come down over here, right? Compare this to where this is. And then over here, it's just going to be coming down like this. Okay, so here we'll just erase this part here. And we'll do the same thing with this attach, all the way over here, and then come down this way. Right? Give it a little bit of a bulk on this over here. Right, so in this area here of the muscle, you can start to see how this is going to start to affect surface anatomy, right? You'll start to notice this bump here in people, that where this is coming from because of this muscle, and then when we put the gland on, this will even make more sense. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lesson.